at the power forward position, 7 feet.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets playing here in Houston. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And he gets it to go. Houston on D. And Shumpert kicks to James. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Irving, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That is on Ty Lawson. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Lawson gets to Monteunus. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Rockets on defense. Irving from long range. Again, Irving missing.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Here's Irving. Ty Lawson making his last shot. No one near James as he lets it go. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Harden. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fades back. Howard misses. For Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
From deep, Harden. They get the rebound. Howard with it. Now defended by Mozgov. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's Howard. And it's Howard again missing. To the middle and stolen by Ariza. Lawson against Shumpert. And Lawson with the drive. And he gets it to go. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. And here's LeBron outside. That's in there. Love with the assist. 6 points for LeBron.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Here's Lawson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe two, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes shot for shot.
Back to Shumpert. Launches a three. Cannot hit. And the Rockets take it the other way. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And it's Smith penetrating. Brewer with the steal. There's 1:34 left here in the first quarter. Capella, another shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness that's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
Rockets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Beverly banked in off the glass. Beverly's got his first points in this one.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Going back to Corey Brewer, he also has a 6th sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
And Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there. But more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor. Never shuts down.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And that one misses.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Good on the second free throw. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it's just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Here's Capella. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Jones.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
They get it again. There is Zhao. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Houston on top, leading by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
I realize this.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career.
There's just a lot more practice time.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Dellavedova in at the point.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Harden outside. Again, the miss by Harden.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Shumpert, the Rockets pull it in.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Shumpert.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Another miss by Houston.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
No good from Lawson.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Like last season, we saw Mona Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And he sinks the second.
And Monteunitas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Mozgov. Brewer with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Harden, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Irving can't hit.
And Monteunitas is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Lawson. 8 points for him. Pass to Brewer. Lawson in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Lawson's got 10 points in the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Irving. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
No good on the free throw. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance. Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Houston making a switch. That release checked in. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. It's Harden with the drive, and Thompson sends it back. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Shoots from the line, and Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Williams. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Smith, no luck. Ariza, right side, sinks the